let's get started. So, when it comes to League, the first thing I would like to mention is mental. Why do you think I would like to talk about mental first?
Pretty sure most games get lost based on someone just getting upset and like doing silly things and yeah, tilting.
So, how do we maintain good mental?
Stay calm. If you're tilting, like just reset, play passive for a bit, and sort of focus on what's going to win you the game, not how you're feeling.
I mean, I like it. For me, I take it from a different approach. I
Hmm.
look at the patterns of things that could tilt and annoy me, and I try to eliminate. For example, I'm a person, I would be mad if I'm trying my hardest and then I get flamed. For me,
Yeah,
it's annoying. So, how do I avoid it? I don't use chat. Chat is always off. So, this is, for example, another like approach that you could take is like, as you said, focus only on yourself.
yeah,
It's you and you only. If we look at your match history, the only name you can see in your games repeatedly is your name. It's only you. The nine different people are changing every game. So it's a you and you only. It's a solo game, but you play with other people, if that makes any sense.
yeah.
All right. In mental as well comes something we like to call ego. And I like to talk about this in real life. When do people IRL have ego? Sorry.
Whenever you, I don't
I mean, this is a good question though.
all the time.
Yeah, when you think you finished learning, you develop
Mhm.
ego
Yeah,
when you think you know it all. So, in order to avoid having an ego, you should be open to learning. Because
yeah,
in League, you could see challenger players who are open to learning, and it's quite awesome and wholesome to see it because, yeah, he's a challenger and he's still open to learning, which is really nice. And you can see like diamond or platinum players who have ego and they're not open to learning, which is absurd. All right. Yeah. The first or the second thing I would like to talk about is Windows. What is Windows, especially like in laning?
I'm guessing you're talking about like if you have a spike and you can fight
Mm-hmm.
before the enemy doesn't have a spike,
Mm-hmm,
or
mm-hmm.
getting the dragon when someone's back to the wrong time, or roaming at the right time, that kind of thing. Like having an opportunity and
Well,
taking advantage of it.
pretty much it's like this realm of thinking. You're 100% on the right way. But what I want to point out to is the like cooldowns.
Yeah,
Understanding the windows in terms of cooldowns. So if you are in lane, the enemy Thresh throws a Q, he misses the Q, that's your window to go in and punish for it.
yeah,
And vice versa. When your Thresh misses the Q, that's your window to go back and respect that you have no pressure in lane. If that makes any sense.
yeah, definitely. I've got a buddy that plays Blitzcrank a lot, and when he when he misses a hook, it's yeah, you notice the window.
Exactly. And as you said, you could use like your level up timers and stuff as windows
Yeah,
as well
yeah.
because they surprise your opponents. All right. AD carries have the one of the most broken stats in the game, and it is range. So it's quite annoying when you see AD carry players, they play melee.
Yeah.
So when you play ADC, you need to understand your range and pretty much the range of everything around you so you can utilize your range. Over time, and I mean, I recommend this exercise. It's like, whenever you play for just something that you don't know the range of, try to Google it and look for it. Like over time, you will
Mhm.
know all ranges of the game unless you already know it like beforehand. This is what I did. Now, if you ask me about any champion, I could tell you like the range of the auto attack. For example, this is 550, 550, 550, 550, 550, 525, 600, and so on. So you already know them before.
Yeah.
So whenever like you get into a fight, you know your range and your opponent's range. So you do something called tethering. You use your range to the max. All right. By the way, if you have any question, you can just stop me and we can have a discussion about it.
Yeah, no problem.
All
All
right,
makes
perfect.
sense so far.
Perfect, perfect. So in bot lane, we generally speaking, have two types of bot lanes. We have the engage and we have what? The range, right?
Hmm.
So in engage lanes, what are the main things we have to do?
Avoid getting poked down, and try to figure out where you have an opportunity to
Wait,
engage. Like take. Oh, sorry.
what was the first thing you said? I couldn't get it.
Oh, sorry. Avoid being poked down. So
Okay,
like
so you mean maintain HP, right? Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then look for an opportunity where you can force a fight that
Cool.
you can win.
Yeah, but when does that opportunity show itself?
So like you were saying before, with like cooldowns being down, someone being out of position, the
Mhm.
wave, yeah, the wave being pushing.
Majorly, we
Um,
want to look at the wave.
mhm,
So where do we want the wave to be? If we are playing an engage lane, as you said, your like buddy plays blitzcrank.
mhm.
So where is the best position if a blitzcrank wants to hook? Like assuming you are blue side, so you have like for example here on your side, here in the middle, or on their side. Where would it be? Where do you want the
So
wave to be?
ideally on your side.
Okay, you want it to be here. Correct.
Mhm.
For multiple reasons. One, for example, so Blitz, if he misses the hook, you don't get punished. Second, for
Yeah.
example, is because you can have a long like area to fight at because they have a long way to run. And what else? Oh, yeah, like these are like the main points you want to have.
Yeah.
Another thing to mention as well, it's because if you perma push, the Blitzcrank will be useless because he's gonna be stuck here.
Yeah.
So it's bad for him. Okay,
Yeah. You
but
don't want to
how
end
do
up
we
under
get the
turret.
wave to be at this position, to be here?
So freezing,
Okay,
basically not hitting the minions the whole time, just last hit.
okay, but if you don't hit the minions enough, your opponents they get level 2
Mhm.
advantage,
Yeah.
and then they put you under turret because they're gonna pressure you. So how do we get this? And
Yeah.
yeah,
So I don't like know the proper way to do this. The way I've always done it is to kind of like hit the minions a couple times before they do,
mhm.
and then like basically try to freeze it initially so that we don't hit level 2 after them, and then try and last it quickly when it's almost time to become level 2.
It might sound ironic, but the best way
Hmm.
to freeze is to push.
Okay.
Because once you push the wave, it
Yeah.
automatically bounces back onto you, so you can just freeze it. And in bot lane, I mean, you probably know that, the most important level is level 2.
Mhm.
Bot laners, they fight each other for level 2. Whoever gets level 2 first controls how the lane goes, and before level 2, it goes back to the support and the lane control and how you do it. Like, for example, if you are, what's your main champion? Let me see.
TF at the moment.
Okay, cool. You're playing TF. This is you. This is your support Blitzcrank. Now you guys are, pushing. You do not leash. Now you're pushing. Now we're pushing the lane. Cool. And then Blitzcrank walks up, misses the hook. Now, since you lost the lane control ability you have,
Mhm.
you give an opportunity for your opponent to push freely. Now they get level 2 first, and they start to bully you because your support missed his ability.
Yeah.
You see the point, right? But
Yeah.
imagine if a Blitzcrank he hit the hook. Now the equation like it flipped. It's to your side. Now you have the lane control. You push the wave, then it bounces back. Now you freeze it here, for example, and then Blitz sits in the bush. Boom. The lane is all under control. All because of one Q Blitzcrank hit.
Yeah.
Because you push the wave. You might ask, okay, but when do I shove the wave? For me, in my opinion, I think the second wave shove is not bad. If you say like second wave, you shove it
Mhm.
under turret, it's not bad because the third wave is cannon and it's hard to be pushed.
Yeah.
Unless you use the support item and you have to walk up and stuff. So yeah, I prefer the second. You hard push the second wave, and when the cannon comes, it bounces back and you can look for a fight on it. Because usually people greed for the cannon, and if they walk up for the cannon, you can just fight it.
Yeah.
Okay, I have an example. I made a YouTube short today. I can show you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay. What is this?
Am the engage?
Yeah, you are. Okay. So I just want to show you like what's gonna happen later on. I can't even like speed it up or what. Okay, wait. I need to go into the channel. Okay, it's this one. Oh, 1 second. I'm so dumb in technology. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's okay.
the idea was like the Rakan and Jen, they were like being stuck. I hate this. Wait, do I have it here? What did I even call it? Maybe I have it here. Maybe it's this one. What do you think you should focus? Yeah, it's this
or
one. Okay.
close to your turret.
Yeah, 100%.
Because
Okay.
if it's like under the enemy.
So you can see, for example, like they were the Rakan and the Jin, they were playing like this. They are here, enemy team is here.
Yeah.
And we call this safe pocket, where the opponents are farming safely and you are too vulnerable. You have to sit here and push.
Yep.
Whenever the jungler comes, you die. So you're putting yourself in lethal position for no reason whatsoever. It's either you push the wave hard enough so you get under turret, or you let them push towards you. You don't want to be here, if that makes sense.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, good. What else? I mean, I kind of lost track a little bit, but I think I can. Yeah. Okay. So I think we finished with engage lanes, and everything is clear so far. Let's talk a little bit about range lanes, okay?
Yep.
In range, imagine that you're, let's say, playing TF, and your support decided to pick Karma or something. How do you enable your support in terms of the things you can do as an ADC? What do you do?
So I think positioning becomes more dynamic in these kinds of lanes, like where like you're going to kind of mirror your opponent, and so you need to sort of push the enemy laners into a place where one of you can sort of land an ability. So like if I can position so that they walk out behind minions, or if I can land a gold card so that Karma can then land her Q or something like that.
So positioning is really important, I agree. Yeah. You want to control as much area as possible. So if she's here, you are here, like you are controlling as much as possible. You don't want to be stacked on each other, so you're applying as much pressure as possible on your opponent. And also another thing to mention is pushing the wave. You want to push the wave as hard as you can, because your winning position is having them under turret. Because you and Karma can poke infinitely if they're under turret, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a narrow space, like it's so narrower than here. You see, like, and also there will be no minions since you are just perma clearing the wave. And the things you could do, especially like in lower ranks, ping your support to help you push the wave. Some supports are too confused. Okay, they might think that pushing is good here, and they're like, yeah, I want to push, but it's gonna tilt my ADC because you know they have that identity crisis of I don't know what to do. So I would recommend ping your support, help me push the wave, because you know. If you know what you want to do, people will follow you. That's how I think about it.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen exactly this? Like you ping your Karma, let's push. And I recommend not leashing in like range lanes. If you want to have a prio, you push as much as you can. You put them under turret and you keep bullying. But then you're gonna be having a problem. Guess what's the problem is gonna be?
Jungler.
Exactly.
Junglers want to come down.
Jungle. So your winning position gonna turn into losing position if you keep pushing like non-stop. You need at least vision, and you need to do a little bit of jungle tracking. There are like two timers you need to be aware of, 230 and 330. Usually junglers gank at 230 when they clear 3 camps, and they gank at 330 when they do the full clear. Some junglers are exceptions, like Brand, for example. Brand, he finishes the full clear and he could gank you at 315. For example, when we play versus Shaco as well, Shaco could gank you at like 210 or something, because he does like 2 camps and stuff. These are like kind of exceptions, but yeah, generally speaking, you want to have vision at 230 and 330. Like these are the two most important timers. So far, so good?
Yep.
Okay, good. Now we are with like one of the most famous concepts in League of Legends. It's called weak side and strong side. What are you supposed to do in weak side, and what are you supposed to strong side? But before, do you know what that means?
So what I thought it was when, like, if you're bot lane, blue's weak side because someone can come through the tribush to attack you. Is that
not
what you're
particularly?
Talking about,
I mean, I understand. Like having this side is it means weak, but to be more specific, it goes back to the backup. If you have backup, you're strong-sided. If you don't have backup, you're weak-sided.
Right, okay.
Cool. So what are your responsibilities if, assuming this is your jungler as he's coming here, what should you do?
So you want to try and keep the wave pulled in. You don't want to like fight like before your jungler gets there.
Okay.
You know, like keep kind of bait it a little bit. Like, you know,
you can
make it. Yeah.
Okay. When you're being ganked, the best thing you can do is act like nothing is happening. Act normally.
Yeah.
When you act like nothing is happening, it always works. I sometimes just tunnel vision on minions. I just farm minions. The jungler comes and then I ghost and I kill, for example. So you could do that as well. What I wanted to mention here is something else. When you have backup, when your jungler is on your side, it doesn't mean he has to be coming. You can look for aggressive plays, because
Yeah.
if anything happens, the jungler can join and he does like he can do a lot of things. But on the opposite side, if your jungler is far away, which means you are weak sided, let's say that this is you, okay? You have no one on your side, no jungler, no mid laner. Trading here, if you don't know you're winning, by the way, like if you don't know that you win the lane, for example,
Yeah.
and like you're unsure and it's like a hard lane, just like nah. Anyways, so if you don't know like you're winning, it's a hard lane or anything. Let's say that you're playing versus Lucian Nami or Lucian Melee or anything like that. So trading when you don't know, like your jungler is far away and the enemy jungler you don't know about it, it's so bad, because if they trade heavily and everyone here in lane is 50% HP, for example, you're sending or they're sending a signal to the jungler without even talking. Jungler, come here, we kill them, we dive them, because you are here, and this guy might have shot top lane, and now you're doomed. You have to give everything and go back. So your responsibilities in a weak side: don't trade, don't lose HP. In a strong side, you can bully, you can do whatever you want, and as you said, you can just freeze and wait the jungler and boom, you kill. Right. So far, so good?
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay. When does mid game begin?
When first tower goes down and
Okay.
lane assignments kind of fall to the side, like you start roaming to where is best on the map rather than where your lane is.
Okay. Can you like explain furthermore?
Yeah, sure. So like if I'm pushing in, I take bot lane, first tower, I back, and then I would want to go say mid to try and help push that, or go to dragon, or see what my jungler is doing, go to top, just see what the next objective is to look at.
Okay, cool. I like it. Look, in my opinion, you want to go mid lane, as you said. But assuming the jungler, the mid laner refuses, you just automatically go bot lane back again. Why?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to share the wave over like on 3 people, and the wave here you don't want it to be divided by 0. It goes to no one. So yeah, this is like the normal idea. But in some cases, your mid laner is so ahead. Your Katarina is 5-0. It is better for her to be here so she can like influence the game. If you put the Katarina on side and you are the 1-2 TF, you go mid, it's bad for the game. Because now Katarina is locked here and you are like unlocked. And you know, when you compare the influence that you could have and Katarina could have, it's better for Katarina, if that makes sense.
Yep, definitely.
Cool. So yeah, what other cases you don't want to go mid lane? For example, if the enemy mid laner is like staying here and he is too far ahead that you cannot deal with, and you go there and you just die, for example. So if the environment in mid lane is like bad, really bad, you cannot deal with it, you don't go, because you don't want to put yourself behind. And yeah, let's think about it now. Why do we go mid lane? Why do you think?
It's because if you've taken the tower, you're presumably you're winning in that game, kind of thing. Like, and you want to keep that momentum. You want to keep on pushing things, get the next objective, so that you're that next step towards winning. If you don't do it, then the enemy team keeps farming. They take your tower back, and then now you're not winning. Now you're drawing again.
I mean, you're right. There are so many reasons that why you want to go. For example, if you push here, and if you want to take next to it, that's gonna mean you have to play here.
Yep.
And if you play here, that means you're in a bad position because you could die to anyone, right? They could just, anyone could just walk like this and you die.
Yeah.
So it's bad for you because you're an ADC. And also going mid lane is so good for you and your support, because when you look at this, when you play bot, you only play here, right? But when you go mid lane, you and your support, especially on TF, you are unlocked on the entire map. You can go anywhere, you can do anything, right?
Yep.
So you unleash yourself and unleash your support. And here comes another thing we should think about when it comes to mid lane. And yeah, I mean, it's obvious, but I will just mention it. Like you can help in Herald, and you can help in like Grubs or some, I don't know,
Yeah.
Dragon, and these things. You can, so you are in the middle of everything. You can help in everything. Going mid lane is always good because you can do anything you want. So how does like the mechanism of this work? It's so simple and it's so basic. So your idea should be like push the wave, then do stuff. As
Yep.
simple as that. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the idea, for example, I will push this wave, and then, for example, I will remove the vision. I hover top lane. There is a play I join. There isn't. I go back for the next wave. And for your information, every 30 seconds a wave spawn. So you have a timer, and by the way, like the wave spawns every 30 seconds, but like in mid lane they like
Yeah.
reach at 26 or something, 26 seconds. So there's like a timer when like waves arrive after you clearing them. So you can do stuff on the map, then back to clear the wave. So for example, you could, I don't know, push the wave, push the turret, take objectives, do anything after pushing the wave. Okay? Okay. For example, you have your Fiora pushing here. He's taking the turret. What are your responsibilities regarding the Fiora?
So if I'm in mid, I either need to move up to protect her, but ideally just keep the pressure in mid so that if anyone leaves, we get another tower. Or
I like
take
it.
dragon or bot tower or whatever's free.
Cool. As you said exactly, it's either you pressure another lane, or you threaten like objective, or you hover. These are the options you have. Even if you want to recall, you move here, then you recall. So you can hover at the same time. You don't want to leave your split push by themselves. It's bad. Okay. I think we talked enough about this part. Now in team fights. What should be the thought process of an ADC player in team fights?
So kind of like you said earlier, the focus of the AD carries, make sure that you know what the range of kind of everything is, and like stay out of all of those things and attack the nearest person that you can. That is the highest priority that you can kill safely.
I like it. I really do like it because most people they get confused when I ask about team fights. Okay, you're right. You should have. I mean, in my opinion, you should have lists. A list of things you can't ignore. For example, Fiddle ult, Malphite ult, and these things like things you can't ignore.
Yeah.
Can't ignore. And then you should have another list of what things you are supposed to hit. Who am I gonna who am I gonna hit? As you said, you hit whoever is in front of you, but you basically like the front line, the I don't know, the Sejuani, the I don't know, the Vi or something. You just hit these. Okay, and like the last thing and most important, what can your team provide for you? Okay, I have a Cassiopeia, and the Cassiopeia can peel me, so I will stand next to her. Okay, I have a Mokai, he can peel me, I will stand next to him. Do not expect your team from your team too much. Expect from yourself. You go to them, so they see the enemy coming to you, then they protect you. They don't expect for you to walk like this, and then you expect your Mokai to flash to protect you. No.
Yeah.
So like three things. Things you can't ignore, and things you're supposed to hit, and what can your team provide for you? Yeah, if the enemy Z is flashing on you and you have a Lulu, why would you flash? Just you have a Lulu, fight it. Because in so many AD carries, they get tunnel visioned a lot on what they can do, and they don't think about what their team can do for them. All right, cool. Okay, so let's think about advantages in League of Legends. What types of advantages do we have in League?
So we were talking before about like level advantages, item advantages.
Level, item.
And then I guess like map control advantages as well.
Prio or pressure, cool. We have also champion, like counter pick and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So whenever a skirmish is happening, you need to look at these things. You press tab and you hover. You look here, for example. You take a look. Wait. Okay. My team is a hidden level, hidden items. I'm not gonna move. Like the fight is over. I don't need to move because you need to be so decisive that you can make a decision that doesn't make you lose, and at the same time, it doesn't make your team lose. If that makes sense. So you look and you decide according to these things. Okay?
Yep, definitely.
All right. I feel like the most things I'm mentioning you already know before.
I think it's good like hearing them though, because it's, you know, like I think I probably do a lot of these things like automatically, but I'm not thinking about the full reasoning of why, or like I'm missing some of the decision making behind it. Like you're explaining it really eloquently.
Oh, thank you.
It's definitely helpful.
Thank you. All right. So, how do we usually want to end the game?
Kill the Nexus.
I agree, but ideally, I mean, for as an ADC, I value dragons a lot because usually games they end when enemy have soul, right? Soul or elder or something like that. So when you have dragons, that means let's say that you have two dragons. That means the game is gonna minimum end at 30 minutes, and at 30 minutes usually you have your fourth item, and now you can at least do something. So I value dragons a lot in terms of ending a game, which like
Yeah.
they're way separate from each other, but they're so related at the same time. And also like you need to destroy all turrets for multiple reasons. Like every outer turret should be destroyed. Why do you think?
Because it's so I think there's like two things. One is it's kind of free gold, like you should
Okay.
just want to pick that up. The other is map control. Like you said, if you take that bot tower, then like to get the next tower, it makes sense to kill their mid tower first, their mid outer tower, because then you can control their jungle more. If you don't take it, then they have a lot more pressure like on their side of the map.
100%. And also there is a hidden information. The more the turrets you
Yeah.
take in one lane, the stronger the minions they get. But there is like they count the difference. So if I take three turrets here, and they take nothing, that means the minions in this lane are gonna be buffed by I don't know some percentage. But yeah,
I never knew that was the thing.
yeah. I mean I knew it like recently, and I mean it's weird because it's a hard math. I can show you like even like how it works. There is a math for it. If you give me like 2 seconds, I'm gonna find it. What is that guy? It's not this one. I think it's Grim. Yeah. I'm gonna send it to you if you want to read it. But for me, like this
Thanks.
is you're most welcome. So yeah, you can check it. Like it explains all the math, and also like what influences the power of your minions is the level difference between your team and their team. So if you're ahead in level, your minions are gonna be stronger. But yeah,
Cool.
so as you said, it's because you get free gold. That's correct. And you get map control. That's also correct because you're gonna open the jungle. Another thing also to mention is when it comes to turrets and stuff, mid turret is the most important turret. Why?
Because the same reason you said that you would prefer to go mid when mid game starts. It is the easiest to sort of traverse the map in. Like if you take that, it covers the most ground on their side of the map.
Yep. Because this turret just it's almost like entire game. But if you take this one for example, it's gonna be like this. So it's one side.
It's like who cares about that?
Yeah, but mid turret like you lose two sides, which is really big. So that's why, for example, I was like coaching someone today. Let me find the word. I think it's on YouTube. 1 second. I like to show something practical so it makes more sense. Okay. I think it was in a little bit further. Think a little bit back again. So the idea was that his Katarina was going bot lane, right? No, his Katarina was dead, and they were pushing. Wait, it's wait. And the enemy like mid laner was pushing. I better find it. It's better to explain it. Just bear with me a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
I think it's if we go back a little bit, I think it's here. Yeah, I think it's here. Yep, this is the one. Yeah. So here, you see the state we are in. Where's my pen? Yeah. So this is the state we are given. We see Wei is pushing mid, right?
Yep.
And we have Heimerdinger and the brand on this side, both side. And I told him instead of going bot immediately, he should have went mid to protect this turret. And then you can ask Brand or Heimerdinger to take the wave. Because first, you save a wave. Second, you save the turret from getting damaged. So, and it all goes back to the priority. And even if you're gonna lose like wave on bot lane, I would prefer losing bot wave over losing like health on the mid turret. Because
it's like you said earlier about the splitting experience and gold and stuff like that. It's better that no one misses the lane than you don't get the most minions you could.
Exactly. Even if like Heimer gets the wave solo, it's fine because you're gonna get the solo wave as well, and these resources here are going to somebody at least. Yeah. All right. How do we make a comeback?
Play carefully. Look for not carefully as in not aggressively, but like you need to really pick your fights or your opportunities. Like if someone is on their own, you need to really quickly like catch them and just be aggressive and do it, and then get out when things are like, if there's a potential 2v2 fight, you shouldn't take it. But if there's like a 3v2 that you can force, then you need to do it quickly. Try and sneak objectives.
Cool.
Fight around the person that's strong or weak. Like if there's like a Yi on the enemy team, then try and force a fight somewhere that he's not.
For me, I think about it in the same approach, but a little bit differently. I think about like more simple. It's like just give, scale. That's how I think about it.
Yeah.
If you're losing a lot, you either give a scale, you give everything, and you scale as much as you can. Maybe you can look for, or you flip. Like you flip everything. Like, okay, they want to destroy our base. You know what? Send 5 people here.
Yeah.
Let them take this. If they take it, we can like come back and try to win. If we don't, they win the game, for example. Or let's send 5 people here. We try to take Eldar, fight them. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. If we take the smite, we win the game. If we don't, we lose the game. So you either flip everything or use wait and scale until they make mistakes. Because 10 out of 10 times, your opponents are going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
All right. Now with like the most important thing, we talk about League in theory. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to talk about in theory, but still, League is so complicated that everything goes random sometimes. That's why I like to call it like I like to call the last important thing join the monkeys. Just join the monkeys. I stole it from a friend. He says like monkeys together strong, so join the monkeys. And
everyone makes the bad play together.
Yeah, a bad play together is a good play. A good play by yourself is a bad play. So yeah, I can show you like a quick example. If you can see here, like you see how many minions I'm having here?
Yeah.
This is like 2.5 waves, and there is an extra wave coming. So like 3-4 waves. I dropped every wave. Why? Because my jungler is sitting here. He's looking for a fight.
Yeah.
So since if I like explain this like really quick, I have 2 options in front of me. I take the 4 waves, for example, which are equal to, I don't know, 350 gold or something, or 400 gold, plus EXP, for example.
Yep.
Or I save the Mokai from dying, plus I take a fight with Kazakhs. That could cause us, like, we get 600 gold, plus assists, and also we deny them getting 300 from Mokai, so that's 300. So I pretty much get 1k gold from this play. Or I go for the guaranteed play, which is 400 gold. So I had to here take a decision. Either go for the guaranteed gold plus EXP, or I go for a flip with my team since my team has already committed. I had to join the monkeys. And luckily enough, we get a double kill on Kazakhs, and Mokai lives. So it went as I expected. And also my wave, like, it was not that terrible. I lost like 2 waves, but it's fine. I didn't die, and they're gonna lose as well. So what I want to say here is look at the expected values of the options you have. So I have like 2 options. Option number 1 is like this. Option number 2 is like this. Okay, I have to join my team because they have already committed. If they commit, I commit. Yeah. And like there's another thing to mention as well. In my sessions, I try to give as much information as possible. So if there is a team fight happening, your thought process should be like, I want to be part of that team fight as soon as possible, or I need to be somewhere where I'm making so much money. where I can compensate not attending the team fight, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we've finished with the introduction. And if you have any questions, we can go over it, or we can just move to watching your gameplay, or we can watch some high elo in your gameplay.
No, I don't have any questions about that. That all makes sense, I think. Like I said, I think a lot of it I kind of knew, but maybe I wasn't like consciously thinking about it. So it was good to like review it, especially.
Good.
Yeah. What do you think is better in terms of like reviewing mine or reviewing high level gameplay? I'm not sure.
I mean, both are good, in my opinion, because when we watch high elo gameplay, you get to see stuff that you don't in your games, and when we watch your games, you get to see the mistakes you make. So both are good, but
what I think it'd be good to watch a high level gameplay. I think a lot of the time in my games, like if I'm like the only game I've lost recently that I know was definitely my fault that I should have done better and was kind of like silly mistakes that happened. So like I know what went wrong, kind of thing. But I think there's probably like small things that I'm not doing, but because I'm in gold, it doesn't matter because I can get away with it, if you know what I mean. So like seeing the high level gameplay might be helpful to bring some stuff into my game.
Sure, and that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to watch TF, right? Twisted Fate.
Yeah.
ADC Challenger. I hope we can find some votes.
Yeah, he's just been really strong since they made those changes. I
Yeah.
think like the attack speed that he gets on his E and the auto attack reset on his W is too strong.
Yep. The auto attack reset is just too nice on them. Okay, let's see. Okay. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit, then we're gonna
Yeah.
So first okay, go on. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm interested to see what how they itemize, because I only realized yesterday that people have been building like energized builds on him, but I've just been going like press the attack and Kraken, and that has been going pretty well.
Okay, so I think there are like two main builds. It's like the DPS, the one you're going, or the what is it called? The one shot, which is the
like
energized.
Energized,
It's like you play for the charge with the fleet and stuff. So yeah, when it comes to loading screen, as a player, you need to read it fully. So what do I mean by read it fully? You look at certain metrics. For example, you look at the summoner spells you have, and summoner spells they have, the champion, the runes, and same applies to like the entire matchup. So for example, I look here, I have a TF, Rel, and they have Israel, Mokai. Then I look at the runes. They have, I don't know, Conqueror, they have Fleet, they have Heal, I have Ignite, I have a Cleanse, okay, that's nice, they have Ignite, they have, Aftershock and Mokai, So I look at these small things and I think about it. Okay, how am I gonna break this down? I have a Fleet, that means I have Sustain in lane. They have Conqueror, that means they win the longer fights. Okay, they have Mokai that counters Rel. Okay, we have Ignite, they have Ignite. Oh wait, they have Heal, I have Ignite. Okay, I want the heal to be early. Okay, I have a Cleanse. What am I gonna use the Cleanse on? Okay, I'm gonna use it on Mokai W, or I'm gonna use it on Ignite. You see? So there's a thought process in the loading screen that shows how the lane could be played, for example, and like what are the things you need to put in mind so you get prepared for the game before the game begins, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So in this case as well, so he took Cleanse against this team, which I guess is that just for Maokai, just for his like in lane, the W and his ult?
It's for Mokai mainly, I would say, yes.
Yeah.
But also goes for Galio because Galio has his taunt. Also for Viego with the W. Usually when... Go on.
I was just going to say, I think against this team, I wouldn't have picked that. But do you think, is that... It might be that like I'm not valuing Cleanse enough. Do you think that's like, if there's like 2 or 3 things like that it's worth taking?
Yes. How I see it is whenever you're playing versus a guaranteed CC and it's being repeated, let's say I'm playing versus Lissandra and they have a Leona. This is a no-brainer. I would go like Cleanse.
I think that's like the only time that I would take it, if it's like really obvious that like you need Cleanse.
Yep. And Some people just love to go cleanse because of how OP it is, because it removes ignite, it removes exhaust, and it gives you like 65% of tenacity for 3 seconds. So people just, like it for this fact. But yeah, let me turn this off. All right. And also, like, it's good to consider looking at the junglers and to prepare your list from here. Like, since the beginning, I think about the team fight. Okay, I'm in a team fight. I'm gonna hit Mokai, Galio. I don't know, these like four. Probably not
Yeah.
gonna be able to hit this guy because he's in the backline. Probably Riven is gonna one shot him or something like that. And then, like, the positioning. Okay, I play around Rel CC. I can, I CC for her, then she CC for me, and so on. So
Yeah.
I get into the mindset that this is how it's supposed to be played, at least. So for example, I'm just gonna be another example. If you play MF, and let's say that you have I don't know, a Mumu, the MF would be like, okay, I'm gonna wait until a Mumu goes for an ultimate, so I'm gonna follow it with an
Yep.
ult. I don't want to ult by myself. So like this thought process, you don't like react in game. You're already prepared for it before. All right. Let's see. Okay. The first thing he sits here. Why would he sit here?
So I've not been sitting there because apart from anything, I like to invade, and I think if you come around that corner, surely you would. I don't know. It feels like they're pretty close to you, but it's to stop and invade, right?
Yeah, you're just stopping the invade. So he's sitting here particularly, not here, not here, not here, is because it's easier to escape. It gives you vision and you can escape easily. You can just throw a ward and leave.
Yeah.
And the way he's standing, he's outside the bush and he's inside the bush at the same time. Okay, they put a word. Okay, let's see how the lane is gonna be played. I want you to look at like how the both supports are gonna control the bushes. Because in bot lane, bushes like do a lot. Because once you control
Yeah.
this bush, you control like 70% of the lane, and vice versa. If they control the bush, they control all 70% of the lane. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, it's like you were talking about earlier as well. They're like racing to push the
Yeah,
lane.
yeah, exactly. And look at how they are respecting, because look,
Yeah.
the issue we have here is, okay, Rel can't engage if Mokai has a Q. And also another thing to mention is Reel is one of the strongest level 1 champions because of his passive. Like,
Yeah.
he gets attack speed and a lot of it from the passive. So they are respecting that their opponents are walking up, and the opponents are probably stronger at level 1 because it's Israel. So they just respect it and go back. Yeah, look, Rail can't engage versus Mokai.
Yeah.
It's pretty unplayable. Oh my god, they're losing a lot of HP. So he's trying to depush as much as he can, so he does
Yeah.
not get to be bullied under turret so long, because he needs level 2 as well. It's like
Yeah,
1
this is
million.
definitely the situation I found hardest with TF. I played against Karma a couple times, and
Oh
it's hard to
my.
like.
Yeah, it's so hard to play against Karma because you need a potion for every Q she throws.
Yeah.
That's why I recommend like cheesing against Karma. If you have like a strong level 1 support, like I don't know, maybe Thresh. Is Thresh good? I don't know. At level 1. You could look for a level. Let's say that the Karma is with the Sivir, okay?
Yeah.
For example, she's with Sivir. So you can look for level 1 cheese against them. And you try, if you have lethal tempo, for example, you can try to all in level 1 and see how it goes. Because you might win the lane from level 1 if you win the fight.
Yeah. Yeah. This lane is like a lot more fast paced as well than all the lanes in in gold.
Yeah, I can tell. Because look, um, 'cause they exactly know what's going on. Look at the Israel and the Mokai. They're like separate. They're taking
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
space. So these two have to be stacked on each other. They're pressuring a lot because of how much like lane control they have. Holy, they're so good. That was really well played by the Rel.
Oh. Yeah, that was good. I would
Yeah, he
agree.
dies though. The Vieg will not let him live. Like his cleanse was really clean, but yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. He should have flashed, I think. But yeah, saving
Yeah,
good flash.
I would have been too scared of the Maokai W coming back up.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Oh my lord. Why is Rill 1 HP? Wait. Why is Rill 1 HP? She's being run by Viego. So basically he started this I call it the carrot because it's so good in terms of bursting.
What's the car?
The carrot, this I don't know what's called.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's good in burst because it deals some extra magic damage. And now if
Is
we go on.
is it still good? Because they nerfed it this patch, didn't they? Like, well, they nerfed Static Shiv.
I don't think he's going static. I mean, it's not a nerf to
Oh,
be
he's not.
fair.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think it's a nerf because
Oh no, it's cheaper as well, isn't it?
yeah, it's 2.7k.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's really good for if you want to push the wave.
I heard. Yeah, actually, yeah, I heard an explanation of it that was because it's 300 gold less, you can buy Static Shiv plus a longsword, and then it's like you don't even really lose the damage.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, the idea is nice though. I like to buy it on champions that need push power. Okay, if we look at the lane state he had here, look, he is in a really,
Yeah.
really bad lane state because you
Yeah.
have a really big wave
Yeah,
and
it's
it's gonna
gonna push
naturally
him.
push, and your support is low in HP. So how do you get the wave to be under turret? The enemy could just freeze on him here. Let's see what's gonna happen. The
Yeah,
Rill
he
comes.
wants to just try and get it under tower, right?
Yeah, but
And
it's quite impossible. It
yeah,
actually is impossible because he has to take the L here because they're just gonna freeze it. Yeah, look. Yeah, they just fight it. Okay, here's the thing. Let's read the map, okay? So what's happening here is we see Graves is showing up top lane,
mm,
right? So, and we know Guma, he wants to get the wave under turret. So they're just pulling him as far as possible. So when they fight, even if he flashes, it doesn't matter.
yeah,
So Israel lands W, Mokai goes in with a flash, they knock him back, he's dead, and even though he flashed. And now look at the lane state. This is so good. This is so good for
yeah,
the red team because they can just stop the wave here and it denies minions, or they can crash, then take plating, then maybe take turret. I mean, take dragon, sorry. So basically what happened, they were like crashing the wave. And it's like the least damaging thing because when you freeze the wave, you lose, your opponent pretty much loses more, especially in such scenario because the wave is moving.
yeah. I think now I would maybe try to like ping like crazy to get the Graves to come over for like because we know that they want to back.
Yeah, but the Graves is really far away, no?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
But
so
like here, when he's coming out of base, I would try and
no,
persuade him.
yeah, but he cannot make it in time because if he moves from here to here, they have already recalled, and you can't walk up because
Yeah,
you die. You actually die if you walk up. Because Mokai would W you, then Israel just W auto Q or
yeah,
something. Auto W auto Q. So pretty much, since they recalled, now you're allowed to push the wave. So he's just pushing. They're giving him a time. And I think, yeah, since he took now 2 waves, he can recall because he has enough money.
yeah.
And there's nothing for him to do. And since we pushed the wave, Rill is allowed to roam.
Hmm.
Just the usual. I don't think this is optimal. What? So this is like a I mean, I mean, I feel like bad saying a mistake when it's Guma Yushi, but this has to be a mistake because he is heavily trading when his jungler is far away. So Viego can just come here and they can kill him.
Yeah,
I don't think this is optimal because
yeah.
this.
Because if Graves is on Grubs, then presumably Viego wants to do Dragon.
Yeah, I'm saying then why would you trade? Look, he's constantly losing HP. He
Yeah,
has to
yeah.
recall now. Look, he forced his recall. Maybe it's because he did not play TF for a while or something. So, you know when the champion is like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. All right. So, the usual, just, fight. The ADC gameplay. Just auto move, auto. Nothing much. All right. Let me see this. So we fall again into like the same, not the same trap, but another trap of bot lane. Here, yeah, he should have called the Graves, or Graves should have noticed to come because,
Oh,
yeah. I mean, I know like it might not apply to gold or anything, but yeah, because it's so hard for him to do anything. Graves should have come bot lane to help him shove, 100%. Because Viego was just in Dragon. Right. What is this? I don't feel like there is anything more to watch. What do you think? Or
yeah, maybe not.
do you want to skip to see some, team fights? Or we watch
Yeah,
some
yeah.
other VOD? Okay. Okay, let's see when he got fed. He got static, then the Storm Razor. So just a micro thing against Israel. Always try to be behind your support so he can block the Qs.
Yeah.
Just like what they're doing. And same applies to other skill shots like Kaiser W or Nautilus Q or anything in that realm. The usual. He's allowed to push the wave, then push wave, then move.
Yeah, pick up the pre-tower.
You pretty much know this. The blue card does the most damage.
Yeah.
All right. Like while he's doing this, he has to be looking at like the state happening here. What's going on?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see like a little bit more of some dueling is happening here and there. Okay. What happened here? Okay. So he now has RFC, which is like the biggest spike for Twisted Fate.
Yeah, it feels so good.
Yeah, literally, like you win so many games with this item, by the way. Like,
yeah, I like playing kind of more pure AD carries, or like I used to play Vayne and Caitlyn a lot, but I think now since I've come back, I prefer having some kind of utility. Like I like TF, Jin, Ash, because like in solo queue, just like having a button, like either like a root that's long range, or like a tool for ganking or whatever, makes such a big difference. Like if you can force your team to take a fight, kind of thing.
especially right now because the game has taken a turn where AD carries are not the main
Yeah.
damage source. So you don't need to deal damage to win games, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. My first game back, I think I played Caitlyn, and it just was not great. It felt really bad. Like I can do combos and stuff, but I also I didn't build lethality, which was maybe a mistake. But
Yeah. But I get your point because you're used to the
yeah,
2019 game and you came now and it's like, you're useless as an ADC. And that's the case. So utility champions are more popular right now, especially like mages like Seraphine and these champions. People play Soraka ADC and they win games more than the normal ADC. So TF is just the way. So we can see like at this team fight, like he played it almost perfectly. He walks up with the card, stuns Mokai. Look at the spacing, okay?
yeah,
So he goes and Olaf comes, he leaves. He's kiting out, he's kiting out. He's allowed to auto, he autos. Now he's outspaced the Galio ult. Mokai comes, the moment Mokai flashes, he moves under turret, so he gives aggro to Mokai, even though he has a cleanse. So now he cleansed it. They're moving under turret. Look, he's hitting front to back as much as he can. Now he's gonna get the card, and yeah, I think he's gonna stun here. Yeah. Yeah, that. If you notice, like he was not hit even once, maybe because of his positioning. So it's not like the champion; it's just the player how he's like positioning himself.
Yeah.
All right. What else? I don't think anything's gonna happen. And if you notice, like he stuns anyone in front of him. It doesn't have to be a specific target.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just about getting that crowd control in.
Exactly. You just take more space because you're stunning people and you're pressuring them.
That's actually. I have you ever played HOTS?
Played what?
Heroes of the Storm.
No.
Okay, because I think one thing that it does really well is forcing people to focus on that kind of thing because there's no like solo carrying, like the experience in the game is shared between your whole team. Like
Yeah.
you have to think about like that, exactly that, like what am I doing that provides value to the team, not just how do I do the most damage or whatever.
Yep, exactly. Because League, you have to play with your team. You have to depend on them and they depend on you. Otherwise, you just end up losing.
Yeah.
All right. And TF is almost the most perfect team champion you can have.
Yeah. Because one thing I'm thinking as well is that, like if lane doesn't go well, I just play safely and then bring my ult into mid lane,
Just
assuming they're not losing.
I mean, just rapid fire. I mean, for me, I
Yeah.
think if you're losing early, just rush rapid fire, second item maybe, and be the CC bot for your team.
Yeah.
And
Bring the
that's
gold
how you
card.
win. Literally. Okay. I don't think there's anything much to watch. So I think like TF almost loses every lane. This is what my thought process is. I don't think you win any lanes, to be fair. Or do you?
So you can, but I think it's probably more about how aggressively the other team, other players can play, or how aggressively they do play. Like if they let you, if they're spacing, but like I'll win a lot of lanes, but it's because they space poorly and basically let me auto attack them and like get, because if I can attack you once, step back, and then step forward, attack W, and then that's press the attack triggers in this big burst, and
yeah.
Or if you've got like a CC chain like a Leona that brings some damage as well. Like I think with Rel, that's really hard to win because Rel doesn't bring enough damage on her own against like Maokai Ezreal. Like you just aren't going to kill them.
Yep.
But like if that was Leona, and Leona got on someone with her burst and ignite, and you got the extra 2 seconds of stuns, you have a chance. I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Still, maybe not against Ezreal Maokai, but
no, maybe you could
against
kill the
lanes that-
Mokai though. I think you could kill the Mokai with Leona.
But a lot of lanes that are like, say it was like a Jhin or a Caitlyn or something like that, I think it's hard for them to fight back.
Yeah, true. We can just hover this one, and I mean, they pretty much play the same build, but this one with the Trinity Force. Okay, we have what do we have here? We have TF. What? He's charging his mana. Okay, what happened here at level 1? I think he did the invade thing, yeah. Yeah, it's good to invade on TF. Like your CC on the W is too long. Yeah, the Jhin is dead here. Boom. That. He even flashed. Yeah, he's gonna have his W again soon. So he's gonna flash with it, I think, yeah. Stun. He did not even hesitate. Pays.
Yeah, I like the invade on TF. It's really strong.
Yep. Because it's a point click CC. Alright, let's have it. I mean, so the idea here, just to explain, he has a fleet which gives him movement speed. So he autos. Then he, resets the mana with the blue card later on. So he autos for the fleet, so he backs to lane earlier while checking the blue for his jungler.
Yeah.
And he like red carded the back line so he can get the pressure in lane because Alistar level 1 is not a champion because he doesn't have this combo.
Yeah.
And this champion like depends 100% on the like WQ combo. Look, he's too useless.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a nice trade. So what he's doing here is his opponents have already given on level 2, right?
Yeah.
So he's not making it easier for them by pushing. He's standing here, which means his minions are killing their minions, and he's trying to zone them out from XP. So if they woke up, they're gonna get punished. Why? Because he now has lane control.
Yeah.
Due to what happened, like due to the champions and what happened level 1, because he got the kill, and also like how they played the early, because Alistar is weak. All right. Since the thing he did here is like, what would happen if he stands like in front of the wave and just last hit while they can't hit his minions? It's gonna build a wave.
Yeah. So he wants to build up like 3 waves and then just push it in.
Yeah, so look, since the opponent cannot hit your wave, you can just build a wave. And as an ADC, it's almost always good to build a wave. Why? Because the turret takes so long to clear it, so you can look for stuff either like to roam, or you can reset, or you can just enable your support to roam. So then like the wave is like in this position. He can either like choose either to hard push or wait for next wave and push it all together. So he puts 3 waves under turret so the enemy is stuck. So you can do this, for example, when you want to look for dragon or anything.
Yeah.
So see, the next wave now arrives. It's gonna be here. By the way, waves are mirror. I mean, you probably know, but just good to mention. So yeah, he just pushes this one, and look, they can't fight back because look at the wave. Look at the
Yeah.
minions. All of them are targeting Alistar. Most damage here was applied from minions.
Yeah. And Jin's missed most of them.
Exactly. Look at the CS difference. It's 19 to 6.
Yeah.
And in case like you don't know, like 6 minions is equal to 105 gold plus XP. So if he's like missing, I don't know, like 13 minions, it's like he's behind, I don't know, like 210 gold or something, which is a lot,
Yeah.
especially in early because gold snowballs a lot. He doesn't seem to be afraid, and he doesn't seem to be wanting to put a word for multiple reasons. Yeah, sure, Rel showed up here, but still, look at the HP of the enemy team. Since they're too low in HP and the Vi is here, even if anything goes wrong, Vi can come and she can kill everyone. And just to rewind a little bit, all of this happened because they knew that Alistar is useless at level 1, so they bullied him. If they
Yeah.
did
They
not
just
do the
walked up.
bullying, Jin would have had like same gold and CS as the TF. Oh my lord. Dives, man, in Korea. Okay. Just to like, just for your information, when you are diving, it's always the best when the range champion takes aggro off the turret
Yeah.
because you are the easiest to leave the range. Because if a melee champion like Vi aggro takes the aggro, it's harder for her to leave the turret. Okay.
Yeah. It looked like he stepped out there. He maybe thought that he had the aggro.
No, maybe yeah, you're right because he wanted to.
Yeah. To
The
reset.
idea is like they usually they hit, then they stand here,
Yeah.
tank
Yeah.
few autos, then leave. All right. Okay. He goes boots. What do you think about the boots purchase?
Against I really like going boots quite early, but I don't know if I would go early against these guys just because the only thing to dodge really is the Jin W.
I agree with you on this because I'm kind of questioning why would he go boots,
Yeah.
but maybe
I
because
can help you out if you want to know.
maybe it's the Twisted Fate passive. I mean, what's your opinion?
He wants to get to lane faster because he cares about minions a lot, so that's why he rushed tier 2 boots. If he just wanted them to dodge, he would go tier 1 boots.
Yeah, but if we look at the lane state, look, the wave is not crashing. If he
It doesn't matter. It's not just for this one. It's like for every wave when he hits the back. Let's say he does a cheater recall or whatever. Like that's why.
Yeah, but I mean, you would rush boots this time because you want to catch this wave because you can get boots later on, no?
Yeah, I mean, you're watching Korean gameplay. Like they just love to do this shit. Like everybody loves to get boots early, especially like mid laners as well. Probably Syndra's gonna buy boots soon as well.
Yeah, I agree, but I mean, I'm thinking maybe it's because he wants to get the Twisted Fate passive more often, the E, more often. This is like what I'm thinking.
Oh yeah,
about.
yeah, like that makes sense. But that's why he went attack speed boots. I'm just telling you why he went tier 2 boots, not like
Yeah,
which boots, you know.
Yeah, I mean, probably you're right because he wants to be more active on the map. He doesn't want to waste time. He wants to be here and there. Hey, look, she went boots as well. Yeah, probably they don't need like the damage to kill anymore. And yeah. So he trimmed the wave a little bit and then moved immediately because he knows he has a good wave state while he's doing dragon.
Yeah, I mean these games are on a complete different level than what we play because like everybody here works as a team. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Okay, we take this. See, this is like what I mean, the front to back. And look how he spaced the Alistar Q.
Yeah.
He went out of it. Now he's just hitting the... Now he has a window because there are no threats on him to go on the Jin. He doesn't need to hit that guy because he can just go on Jin and run him down. So he goes on him. So the targeting is perfect. The kite is perfect. Okay. And then he immediately goes to the wave. So this is like the thing I like about high elo players. He knows the next step while he's doing the current step. I'm doing this. The next thing is I push the wave. The next thing I take a plate. The next thing I recall. Then I go mid lane, for example. Say they have already pre-planned steps.
Yeah, it's not just like randomly backing or like
exactly
pushing the wave or whatever.
So he's pushing the wave now for a reason. Maybe because he needs the gold, or maybe because I don't know, he wants a prio so he can then roam or something. I don't know. Maybe he gets level 6 from this wave so he can roam. So it all goes back to what's gonna happen next. So yeah. Okay, we're recalling.
Mr. Panda, can I ask a random question?
Sure, go ahead.
Why are you reviewing or watching a like Korean gameplay, like a YouTube video? Like I'm just like I find it interesting since you're not reviewing a person's game that he played, so you would like point out stuff, you know?
Okay, here's the thing. So my idea is, first thing I do is I give an introduction about the game, so like the structure, the stages of the game, etc., 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 and then I watch high elo gameplay. So we look at how the perfect gameplay goes, and last thing we do is like we watch his gameplay. So after this, we will be watching the gameplay.
Okay.
It's just this is like I think the perfect process you can go through, but it takes a lot of time. But it's worth the pressure because it gives a good outcome.
Yeah, it is interesting, like seeing the like little things that they're doing that I'm not, because it's hard to tell what you can improve sometimes when it's not like you know, like the big mistakes are obviously, you know, like, oh, I shouldn't have died there or whatever. But
yeah. I mean, the only thing that you shouldn't do when you play your own game is compare yourself to these people because they are, like, as I said, on a whole different level. Like, you should try to, you know, see stuff that they do differently, but, like, you can't do everything they do, you know what I mean?
100%.
No, but like you said, it's the decision making that's good to see, isn't it? Because, like, anyone can make good decisions.
100%. It's just the thought process and how they think. It's something you can adapt. But the gameplay, it's like, you know, the things you think are big are small for them. So, for example, I think it's big for me to last his perfectly. For them, it's
Yeah.
the normal thing, and so on. So yeah, I think like enough of this gameplay because for me the most important thing is laning phase, especially like
Yeah.
first 3-4 waves. They decide how things are gonna happen later on. Anyways, so we can just watch some of your gameplay right now. Let me
Yeah.
just log in. It's Ewest, right?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, hope I don't leak anything. Okay, good. I'm gonna log in like random accounts so we don't leak any stuff. Okay, here we go. Okay, log in. I mean, just out of curiosity, why is your name HisShoes?
One of my flatmates at uni, I can't remember what was happening, but I think we were at a party or something. He said I had issues, and I thought he said I had his shoes, and I was like, no, I don't. These are my shoes. What are you talking about? And
Okay.
yeah, I just went with it.
I see you. I see you. Wait. Oh, this is the uni. My bad. HisShoes. My name is Panda because in a video game back in like 2016, some random guy gave me his account. His name was Lucky Panda. So then people started calling me Panda, and then I stole the name. So it's not even my
Nice.
name. I'm a
You
thief.
thief!
Yeah, I'm a thief, unfortunately. Okay, I logged in wrong account. Okay, this one should work.
Yo, you should put it on the second. Okay, yeah. You forgot to put it on the second monitor.
Wait, my bad.
I mean, it's fine. Like,
That's
I don't
okay.
give a shit, but like,
Looked away.
I don't need another account. I have 10 of them.
Bro, you don't want to see my notepad. I had like 20 and half of them are permabanned.
Yeah, like, exactly. That's what's happening to me. I
Like,
still have like 10, and 5 of them are like permabanned.
yeah, bro, wait. I mean, I already leaked everything. Fuck this shit. I mean, this account is. This is why I don't want to look into my main because, like, this is your account. Wait, you're Mordekaiser player.
Yeah. So when I got diamond, I played Mordekaiser 80k.
Oh, wait!
80K.
The Dragon Days, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. This is an older player, by the way. He used to play back in the days.
Yeah,
He's
that
just
was that was so good. I was really sad when they got rid of it.
unlucky.
Oh, wait, the old Mordekaiser?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when he had the dragon and stuff.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought he went to Diamond with the new mod IDC. I
Oh,
was
no.
like, what the fuck? What were people drinking in your games, bro? I need some of that.
Okay, so I mean, you told me it's gold, but most of the lobby are platinums. So yeah, like just like a quick read of the like game. What do you see? Tell me.
So I don't like our team comp because we've just picked like 4 carries plus Renata. I'm scared of their team comp because they got Aurelia who eats carries for breakfast.
Okay.
I think in lane, I've not played with a lot of Renata because I've not played for the last few years.
Okay.
So I was planning on kind of playing passively or just seeing how things go. I think if Thresh hits his hooks, then like we're really squishy. So that's kind of scary. Kaisa takes a long time to deal damage, kind of. So like if I can get a quick combo off on her and back up, then that's good. That's about all I thought about coming into the lane.
Yeah. Okay. Good. You did not read the summoner spells. You did not read the runes, and you did not fully read the champion. Cool. Look, you should read like okay, Kaisa has lethal tempo. That means longer fights. No, that's first thing. Second thing, she has ghost, and in like for your information, ghost is like the most broken summoner spells when it comes to late game. It outscales everything. Look, it scales from 24% to 48% according to your level. So at level 18 you have this. So it scales really hard. It's outscales everything.
When I started playing again, I was like, I'm not picking Ghost. I'm just going heal because that's what I know. But now that I've started doing it, I'm like, why would you ever pick anything else?
Exactly.
Ghost is so good.
Exactly. Also, when it comes to Kaisa, she has like 2 major things. Her W, you have to dodge, plus her passive. You should not let her like proc the passive
Yeah,
on you,
yeah.
the 5th auto. If you
Yeah, that's
avoid
kind of that's what I was thinking about with the like the takes longer to deal damage. Is like I don't want to get her passive procs.
and the W, if you have to, you have
Yeah.
to flash it. Like in some cases, you have to flash the W, because if she doesn't get the W and doesn't get the passive, you win. If she does, you lose. That's how the Kai'Sa lane works. And Renata, do you know the kit or?
I know what she does, but I don't know. I mean, I think Renata does quite well in this lane. But like off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you when she's strong or anything like that.
Okay, the idea of Renata is she's one of the best disengage champions. So if they want to engage on you, Renata is good. Think about
Okay.
her just as a good, as a version of Janna.
Right.
She's good in disengaging. Okay.
Okay.
So Evelyn, we know what she does. Mastery, we know what he does. We have Ignite. They have Ignite. So the lane is kind of this way. And you want to look for shorter trades since you have PTF. Okay, you have the skin. I like it. Okay, we started this.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds
Okay.
until minions
Panda, can I ask you a question? Not him, actually.
Go ahead.
So, what do you think about the team comps?
Okay, cool. I think this team comp, as he said, is a pure damage, which is not optimal to deal with. And this comp, they have like pretty solid front line. I mean, yeah, in terms of damage, they have good damage, but they have two bruisers, which can tank a lot, especially Set
Yeah.
and Irelia, and the Thresh, like he's a CC machine. And they have an assassin for the backline. So this enemy comp is way better than this.
Yeah,
And
you're thinking about it the same way as I am. Like, I was looking at his team, like they do a shit ton of damage, but who the fuck is gonna engage? Like, even if he jumps in, he's gonna die because they have no front line.
Exactly.
So I was like wondering, how would you even team fight this 5v5? You can't. You need to get a pick, I think.
Literally, that's pretty much it. Like you play for TF and he can one shot with way, and then you can move forward with that. Otherwise,
Yeah.
the comp is like it doesn't function.
I mean, the only way that you can straight up win a 5v5 probably is if enemy team will run in like monkeys and Renachas and Schultz, like all of them.
Yeah.
If
And by the way, in case you don't know, Renata's ulti at level 1 does nothing, by the way. She needs it at like level 2 or something. Look.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It does nothing because the duration is 1.52.
Oh, it's so short. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, the duration increases with level?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, I didn't know that because I never played this champion, but holy shit, okay, that's bad.
Yeah, look, it's at level 2 it's 1.75. At level 3 it's like
Yeah.
2.25. So like at the first level she's too useless. It's like one auto.
Yeah, like melee champions just walk towards each other.
Yeah.
But they don't actually get a
That's
chance
sad,
to hit each
actually.
other.
Literally.
That's very sad.
So okay. The first thing I would think about if I were you in this lane is the cheese potential, because they could be cheesing you here. Because it's a
Yeah.
Kai'Sa, she could start
Yeah.
W plus the Thresh Q and she gets passive and she gets like eats your entire HP bar. And the second thing is, why would we ward here? This ward is not doing us any good. Because you can just stand here, then move like this, or you go down like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this word, I know this your support put this, but generally speaking, I don't like this one. And also, like, now how are we gonna react to this? Because we don't know.
Yeah. You either need to like wait for them to win lane or hope that they miss through.
Yeah, I mean, we either pray that they're here, or
Yeah.
like we wait and move with the minions and we move like this
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
Can
I
I
agree.
ask one more question?
Go ahead.
Would you say that any ward in early game is bad or just that one in particular? Because if, at least in my opinion, if he went one bush like into the enemy jungle and warded there, that ward would be good. Because then one, you know, if they go to lane and don't help and they want to cheese. Two, you would know like when they come to lane. So if you're maybe stronger, you can fight them and push them off level 1.
100%. I mean, you could jungle track by putting a ward, but I'm talking about this one particularly. It does
Yeah,
nothing
but
for us.
like if you would you put a
You mean in
ward
the tri-bush?
like in this next bush?
Here?
Like this one would, I usually ward this if I'm bot side, like on this side that they're right now.
I think
Okay.
it's risky though as well because the enemy team can get in there before you get to the pixel bush.
That's 100% correct. Probably it's just me because I play Twitch and I go with Q,
Yeah.
so I'm invis. You know.
I mean, I would ward here. I would ward here instead of here. Because,
How will you get over there?
I mean, just the same way with Twitch. You just Q here, then ward here. Because I want to
Yeah,
jungle
okay,
track.
but you can't know that somebody's not waiting in that first bush, can you?
I mean, you're right, but you can just sneak like this.
I guess.
You can
Yeah.
hug the wall, then put the ward and leave or something. But the idea is, I want to jungle track. I don't think having ward here is good. And by the way, like, just another thing to mention: cheese. If you want to cheese, you can cheese here because everybody just walks like this. They just walk like they from here. They walk like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just sit here. I don't know why they don't take the wider path. And this is only fair having this because it's not fair that we get cheesed here
Yeah.
all the time and they don't get cheese here. So this is like they balanced it out. Okay.
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you for explaining.
You're
I
most
just
welcome.
wanted to know.
Good also. Good set. Okay, and why would you start with the yellow card, by the way?
Just to give him a slightly better leash.
Mm.
I find that you don't really have mana issues as TF because you just blue card if you need to.
Yeah, exactly. And let me see your runes, by the way.
That actually looks like I've like regened pretty much already.
Yeah, you did, but I feel like you need to work a little bit on your runes, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know. I mean, I don't know specifically what TF needs, but when we watched like the Guma game and the other guy game, the Pace game, I mean, we saw something else. I prefer using this website to look for information. So you can just type twist effect and then go click here on OTPs, and it gives you like all the OTPs and what they play. You can see like some people go this, some people go that, and so you can just go into like a deeper research in terms of items and stuff.
Yeah, I need to do that. That's like what I was saying earlier. Is like my itemization and runes is kind of just what I've done that feels good.
Yeah, I mean,
like I like the resolve secondary for the scaling health mainly.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind it though. I mean, here it's actually good. The bone plating with overgrowth, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's just I think there might be better options for the champion according to the OTPs.
Yeah.
I don't know myself. Okay, what you're doing here is good. It's just you need to ping your support to push the wave with you. Because your support is not hitting the wave whatsoever. Finally, one auto. Hello, Renata. Okay, good W. And also just
Can
another thing.
you go back like 10 seconds?
Sure. Wait, this goes back to 15 or 30. Yeah, I just wanted to mention something. I would consider going cleanse in this game because stun. You might consider it, but if you play like clean enough, you don't need it though.
Can you pause for a second?
Sure, go ahead.
So like we obviously watched this, so we know what's gonna happen in the next 5 seconds. But like you guys have prio right now. You're gonna hit level 2 first. You should both, like, I mean, Renata obviously is brain dead, but like you should both walk up like you have level 2.
So this is what, I mean, I wanted to mention it, but I felt like he wanted to do it. That's why I didn't mention it. Okay, since you know that you have prio in lane, you're gonna get level 2 first. It's better just to walk up and pressure them to put them away.
Yeah.
It's either you did like what Pace did, is just you stand in front of the wave, you deny them level 2, and you set out, you build a wave, you shove it, then you recall, for example, or you just get level 2 and fight.
Yep.
Yeah. Like here you can't just blindly go in because Renata is behind you for some reason, which I don't know. But...
Yeah, at this point, like here, Renata should be here and you should be here.
Yep.
Yeah.
They should be like zoned out.
A part of that is like, like because I don't know Renata that well, it's hard for me to tell when she really doesn't want to fight, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but if you know you're correct, then you should just ping her in. Like if you know you're doing the right thing, just ping your support.
Yeah, that's also
now
true
she
because
walks
they
up.
listen to pings a lot. And here's what I mean, like, imagine if this wave is with 3 more minions from the previous wave. It's gonna be really big that even if jungler comes, it's gonna be complicated for them to fight. Because now we have to push because they're in the safe pocket. They want to. They're here.
Yeah.
The wave is coming for them, and we're stuck with this wave. What do we do now? So instead of trading, you should have looked for something else because trading here does nothing because your jungler is far away and Kaisa will never walk up again. So instead of trading here, you should have been like trying to push the wave because you have like so many issues here. Wait, it's not bad. Okay, let's see. Okay, thank God it worked, but yeah, we don't have vision. I'm worried mainly about the vision because you are here with no vision.
Yeah.
This is why I would look for, I don't know, you either second wave crash or you build the third wave. You build it like with the upcoming one. Because if you didn't do any of these, it's hard for you. This is what the exact situation you're in. Because if Eve comes, the Thresh just walks E and you're dead.
Yeah.
I don't remember from the start of the game, don't know if I'm correct, but I think Eve started bot side, so she's top side right now, so he doesn't need a ward. If he knows the jungle
Yeah,
timers,
exactly.
that is.
Yeah, this is like the
Yeah.
most important thing. If he's aware of that. Okay, why are we taking this plating?
That's just just taking things.
No, good.
So you think I should back here, or
Okay, let's see. Let's think about this. Okay. This plating, how much gold does it give? It gives 125, right? Okay. And the idea is, whenever a wave comes in lane, you should normally push it, right?
Yep.
Okay. If I spend time a lot taking this plating, that means the next wave will come. And if next wave is here, I'm gonna have to take it. And if next wave is here and the Kaisa is here, that means they're gonna push me. And then I'm gonna have to stay in lane longer. Because what? It all began here. At this plating. So in my opinion, you could just recall because
take the reset?
yeah, and also like the platings, I think before 5 minutes they're strong, so it's just not good to try to take them.
Okay.
They have a shield or something. Am I right, Crow?
I think
Yeah,
it's
you're
just
right.
Goblin,
Like
isn't it?
platings before 5 minutes take way less damage. That's why I'm confused, but why he's hitting it. I mean, I
think it's
also
just
agree with
top
you. You could go back, but or like I agree with Panda. He could go back. But also if you have a ward, you could go place a deep ward.
Yeah, because you had a timer to put words as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, look, now you'll be stuck a little bit because now they clear the wave and they will walk up because Kaisa has HP and you don't. Now you're gonna like, be pressured to stay in lane or you might lose the wave. Luckily enough, this is a cannon.
back for the cannon.
Yeah, this is like
that's one thing that I've been looking out for. I don't have a lot of like the crashing second wave or building the wave. That's not something I think about. But the jungler position and like backing on a canyon is still things that I go for.
Good. I mean, yeah, since you're backing on a cannon, that means like the wave is gonna stack onto you, which also means like you could be under pressure of getting over or anything like that. But that's high level gameplay. You should ping your Renata away from the wave. She should be doing something on the map instead of just farming. This is useless.
Yeah, she could roam mid. She could go ward jungle if Evelyn's there. She could go do anything.
And another thing also, like you could rush the boots here for multiple reasons. For example, the cube of a Thresh, the Kaisa W, and also you can reach the wave faster. Okay, good thing that you have like good vision here for Evelyn. All right. We're just pushing. Okay. And also, like, you could put it here. It's better because for the circle. Just, more optimal. And what do we have here? I think you should look for a recall soon, though. You have 400, okay?
Yeah.
And also, like, another... Gone?
I think that's a good thing to call out, is like just being greedy for...
You should plan your recalls, like at which amount of gold you want to recall. Like, for example, now I would recall because I just shoved the wave and, they would take time. Or maybe after pushing the next wave, I just recall or something because I like to recall whenever I have a window for a free recall.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Like, I'm like standing around doing nothing just now.
Yeah, and you don't have it, like, you're losing HP, which is also really bad.
Panda, can I ask, is it bothering you if I interrupt you like
no,
this?
it's okay. I mean, quite the opposite.
So I just want to say, like, Kier in this scenario, I mean, it's kind of sad that he went for a gold card before and took the tower shot, but even if he did, or if he didn't, like, you would look for a recall, I would do a little bit differently, and I just want to hear your opinion on it.
Okay, go ahead.
So I would obviously look for a recall as well, but I would try to force Kaisa in a bad recall. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah,
I would try
100%.
to force her in a bad recall. So I don't know if that's like the optimal thing
I
to
mean,
do, but
you're
that's
right.
what I
Okay.
would try to do.
Okay, what I'm trying to establish here is to understanding the timers that you can recall at, because I noticed that he doesn't recall like in optimal timings. Okay.
I see.
Okay, this is like the fundamental rule of bot lane. When to like who controls the lane. If you are winning the lane, if you are the one pressuring the lane, you're the one who decides who recalls or when to recall, right?
Yes.
So as Crow was saying here, he will force Kai'Sa to take a bad recall, which is the most optimal thing. You want to pressure the lane as much as you can. You want to take to poke her as much as you can because you are the one winning. You don't want to give her free recall. You want her to recall on a bad timer because you're the one winning, which is the optimal thing. But since we took damage here, it's kind of clunky because Evelyn could come, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, if he didn't take that tower shot, it would be amazing. And also, Evelyn is topside right now, but doesn't matter.
Yep. So this is what we're doing here is good. And you could do like something else with, you build a wave. Or try to consider like trying to build a wave. Whenever you're in this position, they can't be hitting your wave. You can build a huge wave, then take platings with it. Because when your opponent is busy taking melee minions, it's your timer to take the platings.
And also you can see like Kai'Sa's half HP. She has no mana. She really wants to back. So like here, I mean, you can do anything you want. If you fast push, I would recall right now because like she has to recall as well. If you don't, you can build a slow push, build a big wave, and then she has to collect it. You go back for free, as Panda was saying.
I think the thing I was most worried about with like slow pushing is like the position of the wave is like quite far forward for freezing against an Evelyn. But like
but you're playing in this
definitely
area anyways.
Backed.
You're playing in this position anyways, so yeah.
Yeah.
And also try to hit the turret whenever you can because as we talked earlier, once you destroy the turret, it's time for you to move, and your champion really enjoys being in mid lane. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, now I saw that like the Kai'Sa's backed and Thresh.
Red carding the cannon here better, no?
Maybe I like red carding the mage minions just to. Yeah, but I don't know if this is true, but it reduces the damage that they do to your wave.
But look, if you stop the wave.
Oh here, if I hit it there, yeah.
It goes on like more radius, but yeah. Now she's back. Yeah, see, instead of going forward, you could just back off. But you're going for the play. I don't really mind this one, but yeah, just consider recalling when you have it like when you have
like
a good
now
time.
I should just be back.
No, I would take this wave than recall honestly. Like you don't want to recall while you're losing a wave. Like this should be your number one priority. What are we waiting for?
You do want to fast push though,
freeze. Yeah.
No, you can't freeze. Like, you need to back, and Evelyn's coming bot side. You need to fast push and go back.
Yeah. Yeah, if the idea is like, okay, I'm gonna wait, next wave comes and hard push, sure, if you know where Evelyn is. Okay, now we know Evelyn is here, okay, so it's good. But the problem here is, you're pushing the wave you have before next wave arrives. So you're not like creating a big wave. So here's the rule, or the thing you're supposed to do. So look, the idea is, I wait next wave to come, then I push the entire wave, and like the everything entirely.
Yeah.
But what
so
you
yeah,
so you can like let a huge wave go under turret like altogether. But what you're doing here is you let this wave go under turret at the moment like the next wave arrives. So you lose minions. These minions, they give you time before the next wave comes to your turret. See now? So we did nothing now. Your freeze there did nothing, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, cool. And as Crow have been saying for a bit now, you had to like push really quick and recall. So I think you're stuck on so much gold. Yeah, this is too much gold. I'm not saying recall on every 500 gold. I'm just saying like try to recall whenever you can.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably it's gonna be easier if you explain to him what tempo is, because then he's not gonna care about how much gold he has to recall, but just recall on tempo.
I know, I definitely get it. I like know the theory. I think again a lot of it is like habits from older seasons where like you did just want to sit in lane for like 10 minutes and
Yeah,
like your
I
first
understand.
back was bigger kind of thing or took longer to get to.
It all goes back to time, like the time you
Yeah.
like have for yourself.
Yeah, just being efficient.
Exactly. So now this is like the situation we should have been like I don't know 3-4 minutes ago. Could flash on her. Okay, don't have flash. Oh, Evelyn is here. I mean, okay, it's fine. Okay, good kite, good kite. I like it. Almost there. Okay, we kill. Holy moly, well played.
Amazing. Good
Well
job.
played.
Good job.
Yeah, and now like you're wasting free
And now
clicks
we
You- you
PM her.
gotta-
This is the most important part. You need, you need
Yeah.
to PM.
Okay, now I feel like you're wasting clicks. You could just
Yeah,
recall here
yeah.
in the bush or something since you have a word. And like this is like a suboptimal a little bit, but yeah, it's fine. Okay, the first thing I would look for now is I will look. Oh my god, I would look to ult mid lane after recalling immediately. Like
Yeah.
I would look at mid lane. If I have a window, I would go for it. Like this is the first thing because you have ulti and you want to use it. You don't want to
Yeah.
have it on like there. Like I would hover mid lane, look for something, then go back bot. I don't know if you can kill her now, but you should be like somewhere mid lane now.
Yeah. Not on my own, but yeah, I think as long as she didn't stun both me and Hui.
Yeah, but while you're looking there, you want to also look at the wave. So going here is like, why would you go? Why would you ult even? It's a,
I think I all into lane.
Probably wants
like,
to catch
yeah, like,
Thresh
see
off guard.
in front
This
of the
guy
Thresh.
is backing off.
yeah, but look.
I know. I
Okay.
can see it.
It's fine. Okay.
I think like what when like you have your camera set
Yeah,
in front of you. So
yeah,
like I was off screen. I didn't realize how
you
close I
thought
was.
maybe you're here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
understand.
I think this was like the last game of the night for me. Like I'd already played 3 games beforehand, so
Oh, okay.
there's probably some questionable. Well, no, there is some questionable decision making.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, you're 4-0 now. Okay. Ideally, you want to push the wave before going to
Mhm.
dragon. Because what happens here is it makes your opponent busy, and
Yeah.
it gives you free time because there is no way for you to take. That's like the short explanation of tempo.
So would you even like so for example here where the lane is kind of like almost over my side. So my thinking would be that like if Kaisa wants to farm that, she has to come all the way up here to get it.
Mhm.
So like after dragon.
Yeah, but the
It's like,
idea is
like-
you don't
No,
want
he
Kaisa
was-
to be available to join the dragon if she
Yeah.
want to. You
But
want
then
her
if,
to be
like-
busy.
If Thresh has just died, then like we've got 4v3 anyway. So
Yeah, but what if Irelia joins and Irelia is a one-man army? Look at her.
yeah.
So it's just you want her to be
Yeah.
like the general idea is I want to be free and the opponent to be busy, so I have tempo over the opponent.
Mhm.
So now what's happening is you're building a wave. So whenever you build a wave, you should like have some few steps forward. It's like okay, are you gonna look for eco? Are you gonna look for a dive? Are you gonna look for roam? Are you gonna look for the platings? Are you gonna look for removing or putting vision? So it's just like the next step. What's gonna happen next? Or it's just I'm
Also,
giving
if
him
I
3
can,
minions. Look, you're not
if I
hitting
can
the turret.
interrupt for like 10 seconds, Panda.
Go ahead.
So if he remembers that, if you guys remember the dragon fight where you told him to
Mhm.
go push the wave,
Yeah, here.
like basically what you want to do also is like just overwhelm your opponent with choices. Like they have to
Mhm.
decide then, are we gonna take the wave, or
Or
are we gonna lose that XP and gold and maybe went for a fight
Yeah.
that we not necessarily win because we're 3v4 as you said,
yeah, exactly. Because yeah, it's just you're giving her hard options. It's like yeah, she either takes this or she comes. But now she can come if she want to, because she has nothing to do in lane. She has free time, and also if you can look what happened here under turret. Let's see. Look. Kaisa's busy taking melees. She's here, right? She's here. You could just auto the turret because
Yeah.
you had a window. You just need to be.
I have to step back there because I had the red buff ticking on her.
Oh, I didn't see.
Which
My
is
bad.
kind of silly.
Yeah, but you could just hit the turret more of them. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still I didn't notice that. My bad. Okay. So this is good now because you want to free up yourself from the lane as soon as possible because you're fed. You could consider swapping with Wei, but I don't think it's optimal because paying versus Irelia is so
Yeah.
aids for you.
I don't want to be anywhere near her earlier. She
Yeah, so here is the problem we have. You might look for tier 2, honestly. I don't know. Okay.
You could also just play for objectives. Like after this turret falls, you can go Herald and then try to get mid tower with Herald and then just open up the map.
Yeah, 100%. You just look. Yeah, this is good by the way.
Yeah, the Thresh Q catches me.
If you had a flash, you don't flash this by the way, because okay, you should think about it this way. I'm gonna die eventually anyway, right? Because it's so hard to not die in a game. So who do I die to? If I have a window to die to this guy, I would die to him. And sometimes I would purposefully go and die to the enemy Thresh under turret.
Just to
Yep.
lose the bonus.
I don't want to
Look,
get.
let's say you're Omega Fed, you have 700 gold shutdown. Is it better if you give it to ADC or the support? You know what I mean? Like if the support is the only one there, I would suicide under the tower just so he gets the kill.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't give it to Evelyn because it's gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah.
So let's see here. So yeah, again with the same concept as well, you could just hover million with if you had your ult, just to do stuff here and there, because this is like how your champion works. And yeah, just talking about bot lane as well. Whenever you're being pushed at, you want this word to be pushed, to worded. Sorry. So yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I forgot. Can you go like back to when he died under bot tower? I'm so sorry if that's too much to go back to.
No,
but...
brother, you don't need to be sorry. It's fine. Okay, here.
Yeah, a little bit. Go 15 seconds back. Okay.
Okay.
Nice. So now he dies. It's fine. Just watch the clip. I just want to see something. I want to see something that I didn't watch before.
Okay.
Give me 2 seconds and I'll tell you if I see it. Okay, I don't. You can pause.
Okay.
You could. It's not necessarily he's gonna do it, but you could spam ping Yi to push the wave before he ran away.
Yeah, my bad.
That's like the only thing I want to say.
Yeah, 100% correct. Because so you look at your lane state here, these minions are damaged, and what's gonna happen is gonna automatically push, but it's gonna slow push onto them so they
really
can
slow.
freeze on you. So the best thing is to ask Mastery just to push it, as Crow said. Like I'm kind of cooked today, but yeah. Assuming you did not die here, what should be the play here? I would ward the first bush here. I would ward this bush. Because
Warding it back.
yeah, because what happens usually when you push the wave, it bounces back, right? And when it bounces back, usually it becomes here when you are just in lane. So warding here is necessary so you don't get cheesed by the, like, because once you walk up, let's say you stand here, right? Hook, Thresh, you die. So it's good to go back, ward this, then recall. Why are you recalling? You can recall here, then put a word here. And you could do it like on the opposite side as well if you are the right side.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's go. So yeah, imagine if like Thresh was here, and the idea you could
because that's it. That's why I was playing so far back, is because I wasn't sure. I think I thought Thresh was in the middle bush, but yeah.
And I would know. Okay, here's the thing. I wouldn't be trying to hit the wave because you cannot fully farm it. Because one auto, if you hit it one auto, okay, and they don't touch the wave, it's gonna push into them, and they freeze on you because Renata's not with you, and at least this guy is recalling. So you want the wave to come to you. If you cannot farm the minions, like comfortably, you wait for the minions to come for you. Since they're already pushing. So walking up like this to hit the minions is bad. You should just farm with your.
So I guess even in the situation when like they're trying to crash it, so like
no, it's fine. If they're trying to crash like this, it's fine. But I'm talking about the first few. Yeah. Because if they're good enough, they would just not. Let you like play like this because they can see that Renata is top lane. Look, so it's illegal for you to play. So now what's gonna happen is if you miss a step, if Thresh should flash on you, by the way. Like walking this far is illegal.
Yep.
I think I felt pretty brave just knowing that I had Kraken, but she hadn't finished Niam.
Yeah, but if
I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah.
And yeah, you never walk up though, because.
Yeah, you should be dead like 3 times heal already, maybe 4 times, but they just don't do anything.
You should respect being weak side and just just try to clear the wave when it's in your safe pocket where you cannot be hit by them. Like somewhere here you can play, sure. Other than that, and even like here is deadly for you. Like any misstep should be death for you. Yeah, this was like, yeah, why would you walk like this? Think
Yeah.
about this. You don't want to face check as an ADC whatsoever. Let your support face check.
Yeah, it's really obvious. Like watching watching the video back.
Yeah, but here
It's
this is a prime example of what should happen before 4 times.
Yeah,
Like, because you're
yeah.
walking up alone, you know?
Mhm.
Like, Renata's not close to you. Now she is, but now you're dead. Or like 0 HP. I mean, you have a lot of damage, but
I mean, you win, but ideally this should never happen. Yeah, and now you died
Yeah,
to Evelyn,
yeah.
which is really
That to
bad.
that.
And here I would like okay, always look at the lane state you have, and the easiest way to judge like it's pushing to which side is to count the casters.
Yeah.
And you can count the full wave. Like you can see like your wave is pushing now, which is bad because it's gonna like slow push and it's gonna freeze, right? So you could ping the mastery to push it if he wins the fight to fix the wave for you. Okay, this is yeah, brother does not care.
Yeah. This is like the point in the game. I
this
was getting
guy thinks
terrified
he's
though.
Cowsep. Watch this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
Probably Kha'Zix's second account.
Yeah. Yeah, where's the prio, man? Where's the prio? Okay, another
I
thing
mean,
also.
at least he understands it. Like, he went to do the okay-ish dragon before.
Yep. Okay. Farsight.
Yeah.
You're level 9, just get Farsight because it's so good on your champ as well. Okay, we're clearing the wave. Like so
Oh,
far,
I already know I'm gonna get flamed tomorrow by you because I didn't buy a blue ward.
okay, I feel like you're not respecting them enough. Look. Now we are in a state that we need to read the team fight, right? Okay, let's read it.
Mhm.
Who do we have? We have GP, we have Mastery is dead, Set is dead. So it's a 4v4. What do we have? What sums we have? We have no sums. So let's read it. We have GP here. Walking up this far is lethal, by the way. Like, luckily enough, you had movement speed from Renata's item, so you could dodge the Aurelia E.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
can't watch this anymore. I have to close the stream. Like, I was a GP OTP and he's just watching everything, not even doing something. My
Yeah.
brain is just
Again,
hurting right now.
I mean, what do we do, man? It's like plat. It's
Like,
fine.
place a battle, man, is it
Okay.
that hard?
Another thing also, like think about the fog.
Yeah.
We see
Yeah.
them.
I think this is like definitely catching me out. This corner feels too safe for me. Like I think I've not adapted to the new season.
Yeah, the changes.
map.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, another thing also in lane, if you're the enemy support is here, you want to be here. You want to be diagonal. You don't want to be like what is it called? This one parallel. Just be diagonal in all cases. So here, for example, since they are here, you want to be as far away as possible.
Like where Gangplank is.
Yeah, exactly. And you want to play front to back. And also, yeah. See here's the problem. Since you are in a straight line, he can hit you easily. But imagine if you were like far away like this here. It's hard because there are gonna be like things. And yeah, this is
it's not a good team fight.
Yeah. Because you mispositioned like here and here as well. And then you got punished.
Yeah, I think it is obvious from like watching the bot that like just how greedy I'm being with positioning.
Yeah, exactly. Like you wanted to yellow card someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now your turret is down, so it's time for you to move somewhere else to go mid lane or something.
Yeah, in a lot of my other games, I'm roaming earlier, like as soon as I get 6, looking for like an ult mid or something. But yeah, I've not done it at all this game.
I mean, also like before the red buff, I would push the wave. So okay, always like in terms of a priority, when a minions first, then jungle comes.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. Okay, nice. Okay, let me see. I want to see the combo. Like another thing also to mention, you want to use your R when you have the E stacks. It's just better for more damage. Okay, good alt. Good job. Yeah. When you're playing versus set, the W should never hit you in the middle. It's like
it's
this.
big scary.
Yeah. So in the middle, you're not allowed to be hit here. This is like illegal. You should be here or here. It's fine. Because if you dodge it to the side,
this is like a really awkward spot to try and get out of the way of it.
I mean, you could just move left or right.
Left.
I don't think there's a right, but yeah, there's a left. You just go left here.
I think just there's all those minions in the way. I don't know. Yeah.
You're stuck with the wall, but you could go left, and you should anticipate it. That's the thing, because you can see the HP bar.
Yeah.
Yep. And also, like just a tip in regards of the ghost, it lasts 15 seconds. So always use it like at the beginning of the fight because it's
really
gonna last a lot.
If I can interrupt for 10 seconds, since
Go
we're
ahead.
giving tips right now, I haven't seen like a really good example to say this in this game yet, but I mean, if you remember before when Panda was telling you to stay on the next to the bush, like on bot side fight, not like close to the wall. Like even though there was fog, like yeah, you should not do this always, since you're gonna waste your ult if the fight doesn't break out. But if you see that the fight is just gonna go on, like it's gonna be a full blown team fight, you can ult just for the vision. Also, it's really good because they have Evelyn and stuff, so you can just ult to reveal everybody.
Yeah,
you don't even need to use it to TP.
Yeah, definitely do that. If there's like bushes that don't have vision, or like Vayne,
Or
Kiana,
Switch or Akali.
those kind of champions, yeah. Akali, yeah.
Okay.
Can you go like 15 seconds back?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
A little bit back, like 5 seconds back.
Okay.
So here I want to say, okay, like if you went to pressure mid lane, I mean, it wouldn't be the most optimal thing because somebody can just kill you. But what I want to say here is, why queue these 2 minions? Like, because if one thing you can do is just hide your presence, don't show them where you are, and then if somebody reacts to mid lane, let's say Hui goes to mid lane, somebody from the enemy team reacts, you can pick them off because they don't know you're there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I was just looking for something to do, and like the whole map's scary. I mean, this is why you said to get a blue ward as well, right? Like nowhere is safe to actually go to at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also, I'm looking at the build. I feel like you need to get RFC because it has so much agency. Like the item is so broken on you that you can win a lot of games if you get it maybe third item or something.
Yeah. I know my like I'd agree with you. I don't think what I did was the right way of thinking, but I think I was worried about not being able to kill the Aurelia. And just being like, I need more damage.
But when we think about the comp, it's like we play around picks, and what would help us the most for picks is the RFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, I like this that you looked for the play, then immediately you looked for the wave, and now you're looking for stuff. The issue here is you don't have any agency, like you don't have any control. It's like you're playing. If we look at the outer spot, it's like we're playing like this.
Yeah.
We're here playing like they talk like, I don't know. Wait, this is Arabic. Wait, 70% of the map now, or maybe more. So we're stuck.
Wait. In a replay, you can zoom out this much. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you press Control Shift and Z, and then you can do this.
The fuck? Holy shit!
Yeah, there are also like really cool stuff you can do with League Director and stuff. Yep.
Holy shit! This is amazing.
Yeah, man. When you coach like, I don't know, 50 million people, you will know stuff other people don't. Like, here's the thing. The more time you spend in replays, the more you get like some sort of insight. You can see stuff other people don't. So sometimes I can just envision. I can know what's gonna happen before it happens because I've seen so many games and I've seen in detail.
Yeah, I have been watching replays, but I think I stopped after I wasted 30 minutes trying to figure out which dragon was free.
The free, yeah, I mean the free dragon, that one. So yeah, here I don't know what we're doing exactly. Like, you're not looking at your team.
No.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, this is like something is wrong, so we don't know. We
Yeah.
don't need to talk about it.
There's some. Well, yeah. The way this game ends, by the way, is you'll be disappointed in me. There's a lot of these, like, just my decision making is just obviously not there. Like,
yeah, I can tell, but okay, like my major point is here, like, I usually just focus on early game. By the way, I just watch from 5 to 10 minutes from in multiple games. But since it's a Twisted Fate, I have to like look what we're doing in team fights and stuff. So that's when the champion shines.
And by the way, Panda,
Yeah.
that flash, that was asserting dominance.
Yeah, I know. Killing her, showing her who the man is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So yeah, we're still not going RFC.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm building tanky because Freak told me to do.
Wait.
You don't see the YouTube video where Freak is like, oh, 80 carries, just need to build tanky, and then they're fine.
Yeah, bro, we're not gonna fix the game. We're just, we want you to build tank on the pure damage roll.
Yeah. But like it does kind of, I mean, coming back to like the utility, like it does kind of work, but yeah, I needed a RFC here.
Yeah.
You're right.
And also, like, another thing to mention, wouldn't Lethal Tempo be better if you're playing this build, like, fully on hit? Lethal Tempo would more synergize with it.
What does Lethal Tempo do? Has it changed from what it used to be? It gains attack speed, right?
Okay, it gives you extra range, that's first, and it gives you like more attack speed.
Oh, it can exceed 2.5 as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason I wasn't taking it was because I like how quickly you can press the attack.
Yeah, and laning it gives you agency.
But then also because I'm building so much attack speed, like with the on-hit build, I didn't want to take it, but I didn't realize that it let you go over the attack speed cap either.
Yeah, it's so broken. Like if you're gonna hit so many auto attacks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely try that.
Yeah, you could try Fleet as well. The charge build, maybe it's the way. I don't know.
I took Fleet, but I didn't build all energized, but the first few games I tried Fleet, I just felt like I was missing a little bit of damage. Like,
yeah, but it's not your job to deal the damage, I feel like.
No. But even like in lane, like I find like I get quite a lot of kills just in the 2v2 kind of thing.
Maybe it goes back to, weaving auto attacks.
Yeah. It also, I guess, like, again, even if it's getting me kills just now, it might not be the best thing. If
exactly.
If it's just because I'm playing against gold players, then
yeah, and also like there's an extra thing about Fleet. It gives you movement speed, and movement speed is really good on TF.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened here is they took Baron, and now we're pushing mid because they all died. Wait, we can take. Wait, why are we not taking this? Okay, just a side note. They're all dead, and you should always like keep an eye on this, right? So the only threat for the dragon for you might be two things: the Irelia TP or the Evelyn. Evelyn 15 seconds, Irelia 19 seconds. So here I would send Mastery here, and I would take this.
Yeah.
I want to make sure we take this. And you send Mastery here. So because you went back, we could not take this.
Yeah, we don't get the inhib.
Which is bad. Now, maybe this is the thing that escalated into you losing the game. Yeah, this is good. I don't know if you're doing it like on purpose, but since you pushed the wave you had here, you could move with your support so she can ward.
Yeah.
Because if you don't move with her, it's really hard, because if she gets hooked by Thresh, there is no backup for the Renata. Can I take this? Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I saw them dying and Aurelia pushing, and
Yeah, it's. I mean, you took the correct decision. It's just you had to push mid first because you don't
Yeah,
want to be
yeah.
pressured on 2 lanes. No, yeah, she's
yeah,
yeah.
this was kind of where I was definitely feeling frustration, like coming back to like the mental stuff, like
Yeah, okay. Just as a side note here,
yeah,
whenever
big melee
you
range.
whenever you're expecting a skill shot, never stand next to a wall. So instead
Yeah,
of being here, you should have been like in the middle here. So you can go up or down. But when you're stuck here, there is no escape.
yeah,
It's just like yeah, you're kind of the only escape is up. It's like you narrowed your options by 50%, but just by standing next to a wall. So it's fine. Like your kite is okay, but yeah, we could do better here.
I mean, also if you look at his team, like he is really trying to win this game, but his team is just straight up trolling.
Yeah, I
So I
know.
mean, you can't win them all, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You can't win them all. That's a fact. But you could do more things that could possibly like increase your chances of winning. So you played really well, all in all, I would say. Like, yeah, but there are like some things you can improve
yeah.
on, for sure.
No, that's good. That's been really helpful. I think, especially just, I mean, thinking about like back timing, repositioning, and learning a bit of wave management is probably the main things that I want to
Good, good.
have a think about.
Anyways, I think like this was a good session so far.
Yeah.
And do you have any questions?
No, everything you said has made sense. Yeah, no, it's been really helpful.
Okay, good. Let me take you on a tour in the Sayava. So let's see. So yeah, general, we have questions here. We answer questions like anytime. Me, my friends, anyone. Uh, Clips, achievements, social media. I try to post like daily now. Like I started like today to post more often. What else? Recordings. I'm gonna like upload this video like in a few hours here, so I can go
Yeah.
back to it. If you can drop a review, that would be cool. And yeah,
Yeah.
what else? Yeah, wait, not this one. Yeah, this one. You can like support. It's
Yeah.
optional, and that's pretty much it.
Cool.
I'm
No,
gonna
it's
stop
been
the
really
recording.